In this video I will show you how to improve the Accurascale TPE coach's lighting. It does away with the wand and it gives you a better light as well. So from this out of the box to this, and no wand. Take a look, see what you think. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Lakeside. I've taken a break from doing the modification for the lift up section purely because I'm just waiting for stuff to dry. I've done some more track work today which wasn't on the lift up section, it was on the side where I've got the spare turnout for the engine shed. So I've ballasted and glued that, so I'm just waiting for that to dry. I wanted to wait so that when I do the airbrushing I can do the whole lot in one fell swoop. So what I thought I would do is a modification to the Accurascale TPE coaches. Now I follow a channel on YouTube which is EuviRail. Chap called Eugene, absolutely fantastic channel, very informative, and he's got a mind very similar to mine where it's it's methodical, and I follow his videos with great interest. Very knowledgeable guy, and he does lots of reviews, and he's done reviews on this. And he's also done a modification to the lighting, and I thought, you know what, that is such a good idea, because these coaches from Accurascale are bloody fantastic. They really are. They're a work of art. The only downside to them from my standpoint is the lighting. Now some of you may be quite satisfied with the lighting for these, but I'm not. And obviously nor was Eugene, hence the reason why he modified his. So I'm going to do exactly the same as what Eugene has done, and I will put a link in the description for his channel and also for his particular video, because it's probably, I mean, he goes into it in full depth. I'm not going to do that, primarily because it's already been done by Eugene. But I will show you the basics of what I've been doing and hopefully you will see the improvement. I've got my rolling road just there, so when I've done this I can put this one which is going to be modified and then another coach which won't be modified, and we can see what the difference is. And one thing which, where is it, here it is, which I want to get rid of is this blessed wand thing. I can't stand them. I really wish manufacturers would stop doing this thing with this wand where you put it over and it lights up. Because when this is on the track, I'm hoping that, well, yeah, as long as I do it right, as soon as I put it on the track it will light up. I can't see any reason why I don't want these lit when it's on the track. If they're not on the track they're going to be in storage, so then they won't be lit. So, and they're only LEDs, so they're not taking up a huge amount of power. So let's crack on. If you're not interested in TPE coaches or the lighting, this video ain't for you. But I wanted to do this anyway, so I won't be offended if you don't watch it or comment or anything. It's entirely up to you, and I appreciate that it's only a very limited audience who will watch this, but that doesn't matter. At the end of the day I'm going to have two rakes, because I've got two packs of coaches where I will be more than happy with the end result as regards the lighting. So let's get cracking. So the first thing is obviously to take the body shell off the chassis. So if I can find the little catch. There it is, there's one. So that's a good start. So put that in there, run my fingernail along the edge, being careful not to damage any of the components which are on the underside, and I can see the other one here. Turn it round and do exactly the same process on the other side, and I would think they're on the opposite side to where these ones are. Yes. So there's one there. And you can see the catches when you peer down through the gap. That's all four. I don't think there is any at the either end, so let's try and lift this up and see what happens. There we go. Job done. Just be careful getting this out because there are steps there which you don't want to break off. Come on. Right. Nothing's broken off, so we're in luck there. So what we've got now is, hold on a minute, bear with me. Right, sorry about that, wifey came in with Ruby the dog. So, where was I? Okay, so we've got the body shell off, and it's left us with the PCB on the top, which we now need to take off. There's just 3 screws which hold that on. And that should release this PCB. Which it does. So what we have is the wire is still attached to the PCB, to the bogie here to pick up current, and here is the stay alive just here. That's the stay alive, and those are the little springs for the connector which goes onto the base of the PCB to make the connection through it. So we'll take those out before they drop out, remembering to put them back in obviously. And what I've got to do is to connect the lighting up. Now this is the lighting I'm going to be using. It's on a roll. It's LED strips with a USB connector to it, just here. So I should be starting, I'm rolling this and starting at the other end so that I can save the connection for the USB just in case I need it. So I've got the lighting and I've got some 2K resistors to knock the power down a bit. But this is a cool white, so it's a whiter white than what's in here at the moment, which is more of a yellowy colour, a warm white. So there should be quite a bit of difference, with the major part being that there are far more LEDs per inch than there is on the PCB. As you can see on here, I think, let's try moving that. That will allow me more access. That's it, that's better. There is only, on this particular coach, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the only lights which light up that whole compartment is that one and that one. This one and this one and this one are just purely for the vestibules at the back, and all I can assume is that that is some kind of bar area. Yeah, so that whole compartment here is just purely for the passengers, which is lit by 2 LEDs, which, to be honest with you, is pretty pathetic. So I'm going to replace this. I'm just going to cover up those LEDs with this strip. So the first thing I need to do is, if I can, unravel this to the end. To there. And then with my scissors I will cut the end piece off across the terminals. Now the nice thing about this is that it's got solder points on either side of an LED. It doesn't, I've seen some and I've had some where you get like 3, 4, sometimes 5 LEDs before you get another solder joint. So I've got that much room there to play with. So that's a nice added bonus for this particular reel. So I've got my first joint here, which I will use for soldering. There's 2 solder pads. So it's a case of deciding on this particular coach, because they are different. Do I bother about these 2 and this one and just concentrate on that? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to concentrate on this section here and not worry too much about that section, because I've got to go over that bulkhead with this lighting strip. I don't think no, I can't cut it unfortunately, just there. So on this particular occasion, on this particular coach, I'm just going to concentrate between here and here. So if we offer that up to there, make sure, right, so I have got from there to there would be perfect. So I can cut that joint there, I just want to get the bend out of here so that it's more flat. It's just where it's been rolled up. Okay. Just do a double check. Perfect. Right, so what I need to do now is to go away and do a bit of soldering for some wire to go onto here and here, and I'll be back. Okay, so I will see you shortly. Hello again. Right, so what we've got now is the strip is now stuck down to the PCB, I have soldered red and blue, it could be red and black, whatever colours you want really, for just to distinguish between positive and negative, to the solder pads on the lighting strip, and then I've soldered the resistor to the positive of the light strip, and then soldered that to the positive terminal of the stay alive. So if I zoom in to there, let me show you up closely. So here you can see this is the underside where the stay alive is, which is this here. So you've got the negative here and the positive there. So the blue wire goes to the negative and obviously goes to the negative side of the lighting strip, and the positive terminal, there is enough sticking up through the PCB to solder that. The positive side is a resistor, 2K resistor, which then gets soldered onto the positive side of the lighting strip, and I've just put some heat shrink over the capacitor. Keep saying capacitor, resistor, and that should be it. So it runs the whole length between there and there, which is between here and the whole length of the coach. Let me just zoom back out again. Ooh, wrong way. So this lighting strip, as you can see, now goes from here to here, which covers that whole length. So now it's testing time. So I need to put this back, and I just hope and pray that it all works. But let's find out. So if we put those springs back in, we need to feed the cable. Oh, before I do that, up here I've just taken 2 little notches out of this bulkhead so that the cables here can sit within those 2 notches. So we need to feed this bulkhead through those cables there. Make sure they're sitting down. Like that. I feel that I ought to put some super glue on that, but I guess it's going to be held down with these screws. So I think the first one I want to put in is that one. Don't over tighten them. Last one. Right. Okay, here goes nothing. I assume my power is on. Let me check. Yes, it is. Oh, got a flash. Yep. So let's bring this forward. Hopefully clear this lot. Let me turn the kitchen light off for a minute. Now, because it's on the stay alive, if I pick this up, they will stay on. Ain't that cool? And look how bright that is. I mean, it's not ultra bright by any means. I don't particularly want it ultra bright. I just want to be able to see that it's actually lit. So I think the next thing is to put the, I mean it works, next thing is to put the actual body back on and see the difference it makes compared to the other one which I've got over there, so we can put them side by side. I just hope that it all fits together. I've just got to mind these steps this end. Right. Okay, so what it was, there are two tabs inside the body shell, one here and one here, and the interior was not going past those two tabs. So it was a case of just spreading the, I'm sorry if you didn't catch all that because I had it up close to me, but there's two tabs which are here and here, and you have to open out the body shell either side so that the chassis then slides past those two tabs. That's what I wasn't doing. I had it the right way round, but I didn't realise about those two tabs. So anyway, let's put this on the track along with the other one. Let me zoom out a bit. Wrong way again. Get the other one. And we'll see the difference, hopefully. I hope there's a difference. Oh, that's nice. That's come off. A little magnetic connector would come off, come out of the socket. Now I've got to use that stupid one thing to try and get it lit up. Right, there we go. So I'm going to take the camera off the tripod and I'll do you a close-up of this one and this one. Let me turn this light off as well, so I've got no lights on. Okay, so this is the unmodified coach. So you can see that we've got where that light is above it, that compartment's lit, that isn't, that is, and all that lot really are out apart from a little bit of light coming through this one here. So it's not great, is it? The one I've modified. Well, I think that's a marked improvement, don't you? Now the camera is picking up light at the top here, but that's a prismatic effect of the glazing. That's not light bleed, it's just a prismatic. I can't see it. If I look over the top of the viewfinder, that's not giving me that result. That's purely the camera doing that. It's just shining. But I think that, in my opinion, looks far, far better than that. Now I've got the standard yellowy glow just here from this doorway, because I didn't touch that, and it should be the same this end, right there, that's the same, but inside is really nicely lit, so I can put passengers in there now. I just need to do the other 9 coaches. 2 packs, there's 5 in each. I've done one, so I just need to do the other 9. But that was a worthwhile job to do on a Sunday afternoon. And it's only taken me about an hour to do this, so that's good. And I can speed the process up now. I know what I'm doing and what to look out for. Okay, so hopefully that's given you some enjoyment. I will put the links in the description for Eugene's channel, because there's some good stuff on there, very good stuff. So I've got to thank Eugene for that. He showed me how to do it, so all credit to him. Brilliant, love it. That's going to make a difference. That's how it should have been, to be honest. Not like that. But Accurascale are learning. I mean, apart from that, just fantastic coaches. Absolutely brilliant. Love them. All that close coupling there. Amazing, isn't it? Right, okay people, enough waffling. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the Sunday, and I'll speak to you again early part of next week, I hope, where I can finish off that other part of track. Okay, so bye for now, and speak to you later. Bye.